Just going to nudge that top layer a little bit using the arrow keys. Deselect again. And merge down. So all that text is now on one layer. Switch on the Honorary Life President layer. I'm going to just roughly resize this. Don't forget, this is all rough. I'm probably going to work backwards from this once I've done the layout, print it out and work backwards onto paper, just using this as a guideline. I've rescaled that, holding the shift key down again to keep it in proportion and just nudging it up slightly. So one more line of text left. So let's just zoom in here a little bit. Again, some mistakes there in the original lettering. What's good about this is that you can work very freely and just cut and paste, choose the good bits that you like, move them up and make a decent layout. So I've removed the first word day, I've drawn a marquee around the first two letters, nudging it up, and then around the whole word, hold the shift key down and move it sideways. Zoom out. With another guideline dragged off the ruler, I can just put that line back together. A lot of repetition here. Again, fine adjustments with the arrow keys on the keyboard. Deselect that. I've just spotted a blot there, a mistake. So zoom in, just clean that up with the eraser. So now we can move that layer back up, which also will snap to that centre guideline. Let's crop it down to just a rough size using the crop tool. Again, this can be nudged the marquee can be nudged sideways with the arrow keys. I'm going to switch the guides off now on the view menu. And I'm also going to have a look what it looks like in colour. So I'll change the mode to RGB, don't flatten it. And so if you want to colour any layer, if you double click the layer in the layer menu, a panel will pop up and you can choose colour overlay, which is the default is red. I'm now going to select the background, open the swatches menu and just fill that background with cream. So now we're getting a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like. Now I'm going to go to Image, Duplicate and select that box to flatten all the layers. This gives us a copy. We're now going to change the size, image size, and set that down to 72. And now choose File, Save for Web. This is going to give me a very small file size that I can email to the client. You look down at that, so you can see the file size down at the bottom. Very useful. Save it to the desktop, give it a new name. This is just a copy. Save it somewhere where you know where it's going to be. You don't need to save that, you've already saved a copy on the desktop. So just one more tip, This is for cleaning up lettering. Maybe you might be working for reproduction, but if you've scanned some lettering and worked on it, if you double click the layer to open up the effects menu, just double clicking it there in the right hand side, and switch on drop shadow, and if you play about with the arrows in that effect, it'll start to reveal any of the bits and pieces that you haven't cleaned up. Again, another very useful tool for really fine-tuning the lettering and making it clean, especially for reproduction. You can still see the original pencil, the remains of the original pencil lines when I did the lettering in the first place. You can spend hours doing this, cleaning up. Okay, thanks very much for watching.